Hi everyone, I'm Candy from Susan's family. Today, I'm bringing you a new design, hyacinth version of the blooming Flora blanket from our Botanical Sensations series. For this pattern, you can view it on en.sussudiy.com for detailed instructions. This blanket consists of motifs. Sewing the motifs together and crocheting the edging. The motifs are divided into Motif One and Motif Two, Motif Three and Motif Four. Let's start by learning Motif One. It is divided into Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. Part 1 begins with a magic ring, and you crochet in rounds counterclockwise. After completing Part 1, you crochet Part 2 on top of Part 1. Then, you crochet Part 3. You need to connect the first two parts. The stitch techniques used include single crochet, chain stitch, slip stitch, double crochet, half double crochet, treble crochet, and a bobble stitch made with 5 half double crochets. Please watch the demonstration. Before we start crocheting, let's learn the proper posture for crocheting. For specific yarn, color schemes, and hook sizes, please refer to the detail page of our product and the paper instructions. Let's start with the first round of the first section. Begin with the magic ring. Chain 1 to start. Crochet 1 single crochet into the loop. Then, crochet the leaf. Chain 12. Then, work from the second to last stitch. Pick up one strand on the top of the chain and crochet 1 single crochet. One half double crochet. Six double crochets. One half double crochet. 2 single crochets. That completes one leaf. Then, crochet 1 single crochet into the loop. Continue to crochet the stem. Chain 8. Then, crochet slip stitches into the last 3 chain stitches. That completes the stem. Next, repeat the pattern of crocheting leaves and stems. And crochet single crochets into the loops. I'll demonstrate another group. Start with the leaf. Then begin crocheting the stem. Follow the chart to complete this round. When you're done, tighten the center of the piece. Finally, join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet. Then crochet 1 chain stitch to secure. Cut the yarn and weave in the ends. Everyone, also hide the starting chain yarn tail. That completes the first round. Next, move on to the second part. Take the corresponding color of yarn. Start with the first row. Find any one of the holes in the stem. Join the yarn through this hole. Chain 4 to start. Then, in the same hole, crochet 4 incomplete half double crochets. Yarn over once. Insert the hook into the hole. Yarn over and pull through. Slightly enlarge the loop. That completes 1 incomplete half double crochet. Do 3 more. Use your middle finger to lightly hold the yarn. After completing them, now you have 9 loops on the hook. Yarn over, and pull through all loops at once. That completes 1 special 5 half double crochets puff stitch. Next, chain 3 for transition. In the same hole, crochet another 5 half double crochets puff stitch. First, crochet 5 incomplete half double crochets. Pay attention to slightly enlarge the loops. Then yarn over, and pull through all loops at once. That completes the 5 half double crochets puff stitch. From now on, we'll call it a puff stitch. Continue with 3 chain stitches for transition. 1 puff stitch. After completing it, crochet 1 chain stitch. That completes the first row. Now let's move on to the second row. Turn over. In the chain space on the left side, make 1 slip stitch for transition. Then follow the pattern chart to crochet. Pay attention that the puff stitches are separated by 2 stitches. After completing it, crochet 1 chain stitch. The second row is done. Now let's move on to the third row. First, turn over. In the chain space on the left side, make 1 slip stitch for transition. Then crochet 1 puff stitch. After completing it, the third row is done. Finally, crochet 1 chain stitch to secure. Cut the yarn and weave in the ends. Make sure to weave in a few more stitches. Now for the other 3 stems. In the chain spaces, repeat the stitch pattern from the first stem. Finish crocheting it. Next, crochet the first round of the third section. Find any chain space from the first row of the second section. We will join the yarn in this chain space on the left side. After joining, start with 2 chain stitches. Then crochet 1 slip stitch. Pick up the first part on the left side. This leaf from the bottom up, the third double crochet. Crochet a few stitches on the wrong side of the yarn. Then crochet 2 chain stitches. In the chain space at the edge of the first row of the second part on the left side, crochet 1 slip stitch. Mind that the second part does not twist. Four chain stitches. In the chain space at the edge of the second row, crochet 1 slip stitch. 7 chain stitches. Rotate. In the chain space at the edge of the second row on the other side, crochet 1 slip stitch. 4 chain stitches. In the chain space at the edge of the first row, crochet 1 slip stitch. We will consider the stitches we have worked so far as one group. This round is just repeating this group. Follow the chart to complete it. This completes the first round of the third part. Hide the yarn tail for joining. Move on to the second round. Start with a slip stitch transition in the chain space on the left side. Then chain 4 to begin. This counts as 1 treble crochet. Then chain 3 for transition. In the chain space on the left side, crochet 1 treble crochet, wrap the yarn around the hook twice. Insert the hook. Yarn over and pull through. Now there are 4 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops on the hook. Repeat this 3 times. This completes the treble crochet. Chain 1 for transition. In the left chain space, crochet 1 double crochet. One half double crochet. 1 chain. After completing, in the large chain space on the left side, crochet 2 single crochets. 2 chains. 2 single crochets. 1 chain. Rotate the piece. In the left chain space, crochet 1 half double crochet. 1 double crochet. 1 chain. After completing, follow the previous demonstration. Refer to the chart and complete this round. Finally, pick up the last 2 loops of the last chain in the beginning chain. Crochet 1 slip stitch. The second round is complete. Move on to the third round. Start with a slip stitch transition in the left chain space. Chain 2 to start, which counts as 1 half double crochet. Chain 3 for transition. In the same chain space, crochet 1 half double crochet. Chain 1 for transition. Then, in the small chain space on the left, crochet 2 half double crochets. Chain 1 for transition. Continue with 2 half double crochets in the left chain space. Chain 1. After completing, crochet 2 double crochets in the chain space between the single crochets on the left. Chain 2. 2 double crochets. For the second double crochet, you need to pass through the hole in the bobble stitch at the end of the second section. That means picking up this strand of yarn. Then pass through the chain space behind and continue crocheting. After completing, chain 1 for transition. Follow the previous demonstration. Refer to the chart to complete this round. Pay attention to the last double crochet at each corner position. It needs to connect with the bobble stitch from the second section. After completing, join with a slip stitch into the second chain of the beginning chain. The third round is complete. Next, crochet the fourth round. Start by working a slip stitch transition in the chain space on the right. Chain 3 as a beginning chain, which counts as 1 double crochet. Chain 1 for transition. 1 double crochet. This double crochet needs to connect with the top position of the first section. Pick up any few strands of yarn from behind, and pass through. Then pass through the chain space behind and crochet together. After completing this, follow the chart for the rest of the work. Pay attention when you reach the first section. You need to connect. Use the joining method demonstrated earlier. The chart also marks the double crochets that need to be connected. Complete this round. Finish with a slip stitch join. The fourth round is complete. Now, crochet the fifth round. For the fifth round, crochet single crochets into the chain spaces and double crochet from the previous round. At the corners, use a chain stitch connection. For the sixth round, you need to change colors. Crochet double crochets into the single crochets and chain spaces from the fifth round. Remember to use a chain stitch connection at the corners. Refer to the chart and complete these 2 rounds. After completing this, crochet 1 chain stitch to secure. Leave a yarn tail about 3 to 4 times the length of the fabric piece for sewing. Leave a yarn tail 4 times the length of the fabric piece for sewing. Everyone, finish hooking the corresponding number of Motif 1. Next, let's learn Motif 2. Start with an adjustable magic ring. Crochet in rounds counterclockwise. The new stitch technique used is the 3 treble crochet popcorn stitch. Please watch the demonstration. First, start with an adjustable magic ring. Move on to the first round. Chain 3 to start. This counts as 1 double crochet. 1 chain for transition. 1 double crochet in the loop. One chain. For this round, repeat 1 double crochet, 1 chain. When completed, everyone finish 9 more groups. Tighten the center of the piece. Join with a slip stitch to the third chain of the beginning chain. Slip stitch to connect. The first round is complete. Cut the yarn and weave in the ends. Now, let's move on to the second round. Take the corresponding yarn. First, join the yarn in the hole on the left side of the beginning chain. Then, chain 4 to start. This counts as 1 treble crochet. Work 2 treble crochets in the same position. First, work the first one. Yarn over twice. Insert the hook under the entire chain and pull through. Pull through the first 2 loops on the hook. Repeat 3 times. Treble crochet is complete. Work another one. Stretch the loop. Remove the hook from the loop. Then insert the hook under the 2 strands of the 4th chain from the beginning and pull through. Insert the hook into the loop. Pull the yarn through. Work 1 chain to secure. This completes a special 3 treble crochet popcorn stitch. It's now completed. Next, work 2 chains. Continue by working 3 treble crochets in the next hole on the left side. Stretch the loop. Insert the hook into the first stitch, and pull through the loop. Work 1 chain to secure. This completes another 3 treble crochet popcorn stitch. It's now completed. From now on, we'll call it a popcorn stitch. Next, work 2 chains. 1 popcorn stitch. Then work 4 chains. This will be the corner position. From here on, follow the pattern of working 1 popcorn stitch, followed by 2 chains for the connection. The corner position requires 4 chains according to the pattern. Complete this round. End with a slip stitch into the first popcorn stitch. This completes the second round. Cut the yarn and weave in the ends. Now let's work the third round. Start by joining the yarn in the chain space on the left side of the first popcorn stitch. Follow the chart to work the corresponding stitches. All stitches are worked in the chain spaces. Make sure to work the correct stitches. This completes the third round. This completes one Motif 2. After completing it, compare one side with Motif 1. I'll use one motif for demonstration. Check if the side of Motif 2 is half the length of one side of Motif 1. If there's a significant difference, adjust your tension and rework it. Follow the previous demonstration and complete the corresponding number of motif twos according to the color chart. Next, let's learn Motif 3. Start with a magic ring. Crochet in rounds counterclockwise. Please watch the demonstration. For the first round, follow the pattern chart. I have already completed it here. A solid color motif doesn't require changing colors. You can crochet according to your own preference. I will demonstrate the crochet method for Motif 3, using a color-changing motif. Now, let's crochet the second round. Take out the yarn. First, join the yarn in the hole on the left side of the beginning chain. Chain 2 to start. Work 1 double crochet in the same position. Chain 2. Work 1 slip stitch. Then chain 3. Skip the next double crochet, work 1 slip stitch in the second hole. We will chain 2 to start the current stitch pattern. Consider this as one group. Repeat this group for the rest of the round. Everyone follow the chart to finish this round. When completed, fasten off the yarn normally. The second round is complete. Now let's work the third round. Take out the yarn. Join the yarn at the insertion point of the slip stitch from the first round. Chain 1 to start. Work 1 single crochet in the same position. Wrap around the 3 chain stitches behind and crochet. When completed, chain 4 for transition. Work 1 single crochet in the empty double crochet stitch on the left side. Chain 4 for transition. Repeat the pattern for the rest of the round. Everyone finish this round. When completed, join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet stitch. The third round is complete. For the fourth round, everyone can follow the chart to crochet. When completed, move on to the fifth round. Start by working 1 slip stitch in the right side hole for transition. Then, chain 2 to start. Chain 2 more for transition. Work 3 half double crochets in the left side hole. Follow the chart for the rest of the round. Finish this round. When completed, join with a slip stitch to the second chain of the turning chain. That completes one Motif 3. Motif 3 also needs to fit well with Motif 1. Everyone will refer to the color chart to complete the remaining number of Motif 3s. Next, let's learn Motif 4. Start with a magic ring. Work back and forth. Finally, crochet one edge. Please watch the demonstration. First, start with a magic ring. Then, crochet the first row. Refer to the chart for guidance. After completing it, tighten the center of the motif. The first row is done. Now, let's crochet the second row. Chain 3 to start. Turn your work. This corresponds to the double crochet below. Then, crochet 2 double crochets in the hole on the left side. Chain 1 as a transition. After completing it, follow the chart to finish this round. The last double crochet goes into the third chain of the beginning chain. The second row is done. For the third and fourth rows, follow the previous demonstration and refer to the chart to complete them. After completing them, let's move on to the fifth row. Chain 1 to start. Rotate the piece counterclockwise. On the left treble crochet, work 4 single crochets. Pick up the entire treble crochet and work into it. On the left side, pick up the entire chain and work 2 single crochets. Work 3 single crochets into the double crochet. Work 2 single crochets into the chain. Then, work 1 single crochet into the starting loop. After completing it, work the symmetrical stitch pattern on the other side. That completes one Motif 4. After finishing, compare it with Motif 1. Everyone will refer to the color chart to complete the remaining quantity of Motif 4. Next, we'll learn how to sew them together. Follow the sewing diagram to sew each motif together. Please watch the demonstration. First, take out one Motif 1. One Motif 2 will be sewn together. Align the corner positions with each other. Then pick the back loops and whip stitch them together. That means the two strands of yarn next to each other. First, thread the reserved yarn through the sewing needle. Start sewing from the treble crochet at the corner position. Stitch by stitch. You will encounter chain stitches along the way. Just pick one strand of the chain stitch and sew it together. Sew all the way to the first chain stitch at the next corner of Motif 2. The first chain stitch at the next corner. Sew all the way to the first chain stitch at the next corner of Motif 2. Once completed, take out Motif 4. With the last row right side facing up. The one chain stitch at the corner of Motif 4 should also be sewn onto the last stitch, where Motif 2 and Motif 1 were sewn together. For the rest, follow the previous demonstration. Sew all the way to the end of this side of Motif 4. Once completed, refer to the sewing diagram and sew all the motifs in the outer frame. Pay attention if you encounter a connection point like this. Pick and sew through the center. Don't sew through the chain spaces. That's how you sew the motifs together. Next, we'll learn how to crochet the edging. The new stitch technique we'll use is the long needle 2-stitch bobble stitch. Single crochet decrease. Please watch the demonstration. First, we'll crochet the first round. Take out the new yarn. In this round, we'll crochet double crochets on the single crochet stitches of Motif 3. For two connected corners like this, pick the connection point and crochet 1 double crochet, 2 chains, 1 double crochet, Once completed, join with a slip stitch. That completes the crochet method for the first round. Now, let's move on to the second round. Take out the yarn and join it. Chain 3 to start. Crochet 1 DC2 puff in the left chain space. Yarn over once. Insert the hook into the entire chain. Draw the yarn through. Yarn over again. Draw the yarn through the next 2 loops. That completes 1 incomplete double crochet. Work another incomplete double crochet. Yarn over once. Insert the hook, yarn over and draw the yarn through, and draw the yarn through the next 2 loops. Now you have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through all loops at once. That completes the double crochet 2 needle puff stitch. We'll refer to this as a puff stitch from now on. Then, chain 4 for the transition. Work another puff stitch in the same position. After completing it, chain 4 for the transition. 1 puff stitch. Then skip 2 stitches. Work a double crochet in the 3rd double crochet stitch on the left side. Then skip 2 stitches. Work 2 puff stitches in the next stitch. Chain 4 for the transition. Skip 2 stitches. Work a double crochet. From here on, follow the pattern of skipping 2 stitches and working a puff stitch and a double crochet. Connect the puff stitches with 4 chains. Finish crocheting all 4 edges of the blanket. At the corner positions, work 3 puff stitches in the corner chain. Connect them with 4 chains. Follow the demonstration shown earlier. Refer to the chart to complete this round. The second edging round is complete. Now let's work the third round. Take a new yarn. Insert the hook into the gap between the right side of the standing stitch and the puff stitch. Join the yarn. Chain 1 to start. Then pick up the gaps on the right and left sides of the standing stitch. Draw the yarn through. Yarn over again, and draw through. Single crochet decrease completed. Work 3 puff stitches in each of the 2 chain spaces on the left. Connect with 1 chain. After completing, in the gaps on the right and left sides of the long needle on the left, work 1 single crochet decrease. Work 3 puff stitches in the left chain space. Connect with 2 chains. After completing, in the gaps on the right and left sides of the long needle on the left, work 1 single crochet decrease. From now on, follow the pattern of single crochet decreases and puff stitches. Each side has 2 chains connecting the puff stitches. At the corners, connect with 1 chain. Follow the chart to complete this round. The third round is complete. The final round. Refer to the chart for crocheting. The single crochet decrease is worked in the gaps on either side of the previous single crochet decrease. After completing, fasten off and weave in the ends. That's it for crocheting the edging. Up to this point, we've covered everything about this product. If you have any unclear points during the crocheting process, feel free to contact our customer service. Susan's family. Support your handwork experience. Enjoying the joy of life. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode.